One more time, 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 one more time. Go!
Hey, what's up, YouTube? Digital Soul here. First thing I'd like to touch on is Blunty 3000 did a video about people scamming views or making cheat accounts. Boheem's talked on it as well. I was going to make a reply to that, but I've watched just about every reply to that video, and every single point that could be covered has been covered. So why toss my freaking 2 cents into the head? Yeah, maybe because you guys might listen to me, but you're hearing me now. Go check it out if you want to see what it's about. You can click on Boheem. It's like his latest video that he did, you know, so you can see what they're talking about. Because if you haven't noticed, Ryan Leslie is no longer in the top anything. He's gone. For, I guess, you know, YouTube finally stepped up and took some action. But that is not why I'm here to talk to you guys tonight. I'd like to push that to the side, because you're going to hear about it from so many other people. You don't need to hear it about it from me. Alright? So here I come with what I got to say. There is seriously just too much violence in the world today. Be it relationship violence, be it gang violence, be it just some kids being stupid violence. I'm going to touch on each one of those, and I hope you want to hear what I got to say. First thing is, if you're in an abusive relationship, men and women, because it can come from both sides. If you've ever watched Cops, you can see there's some women beating some men down too, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it happens, you know? But if someone hits you, it's going to continue happening. There's probably people out there watching this right now that have been in a relationship where their significant other has hit them, has put their hands on them, has choked them, has pulled their hair. That ain't right, man. There cannot be love with violence. People say, oh, well, I love him. I've seen girls in relationships with guys, man, and they'll come to me and I'll be like, well, what is this shit here? What is all this? What is this? Why you got this mark on your lip? Why you got this black eye? And then they try to lie to you about it. And I'm the kind of guy that can dig in there, man. I will dig in there and I will pull the information out because people like talking to me. And then I hear what happened. And the first thing I want to do is I want to go strangle this motherfricker, right? But violence promotes violence, man. That's not going to solve the problem. She needs to get away from this. And she's still with the guy. Please. A lot of relationships might start out great, right? A lot of people, they'll get in an argument and all of a sudden, whack. There's violence introduced into the relationship. It's not right. And then a lot of people wind up staying with this person because they will beg and plead to them, cry because they think what they did was wrong. If you let them get away with it, it's only going to progress and become worse. Okay? What happens is a lot of people think about the time that has already been invested, that they're not always like this. Maybe they won't always be like this. Trust me, if they do it once, they're going to do it again and again and again. You can lose your life to something like this. It's going to change you. It's going to scar you. Once you do decide to finally get out of it, you can lose teeth, you know, scars. Once you decide to get out of this, you can be mentally scarred, because what are the chances that you're ever going to trust someone again? So please, if you are in an abusive relationship, don't take my word for it. Talk to some of your friends. Go seek help. Because you should not allow anyone in this world to put their hands on you. Now I'm going to move on to the next one. I saw on TV, there's these kids that like to go around. There's a group of them, right? And they like to take a video camera with them, alright? I've seen a lot of different, and not just the same group of kids doing it, because it's happened here in my hometown, but I've seen these two guys watching this guy out there surfing on the beach. It was just a young kid. Couldn't have been 15, 16 years old. These two like 18-year-old guys are waiting for him, and they're waiting for him. He finally comes in. Dude's tired, right? Well, the one dude starts shoving him, and he starts beating on him. The kid tries to defend himself. The other dude comes over that's holding the camera and pops him one time and says, if you defend yourself, I'm going to make it worse. There's groups of kids that are going at And it can range anywhere from a freaking 14-year-old kid to a 20-something-year-old man. They get in these little gangs and they go out and they film themselves kicking the snot out of somebody, man. What is so fun about that? I bet you, if you get 10 guys together and jump on one of them, they ain't gonna think it's too damn funny. So why? Why would you want to hurt somebody like that, man? It's happening everywhere. They're going around, they're filming it, and they're laughing about it. They're watching it thinking, yeah, we just got over on this guy. That is so freaking funny. Stop the violence, man. We're all people. What if someday you had children and someone did that to your child, man? Someone ever did that to my son, it'd be over. Over. Because I would go find somebody, you know what I'm saying? Stop the violence. And there I am. It's making me violent. You should not do that. Because violence promotes violence. If you think about it, it's going to make you angry, and then you're going to become violent. And then chances are you're going to go get somebody, then it's going to fold back over and someone's going to get you. Violence is a never-ending cycle. Has to stop. There's kids going around with video cameras and paintball guns. They're riding up on people and they're shooting them with the paintball gun. And they're filming it. Because it's funny? What's so funny about that, man? What if you take someone's eye out and they can't see no more? You're playing video games, watching YouTube. You need your vision, man. Someone to take that away from you just for a joke? Just because they think it's funny? It ain't funny, man. Stop the violence. It's not worth it. Move on. Everyone says bullies are punks. You got parents at home. They're telling their children to stand up to bullies in school, man. It's not always the right thing to do. That parent needs to go to the school and talk to the principal. Because chances are your kid's going to go to school and stand up to this bully and get hurt. Get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Then you see all these fights after school. You got 30, 40 kids standing around watching these two guys fight. Physically fight. Be it over clothing, be it over a girl, be it over something stupid, man. Violence is a bad thing. If you want to watch a fight, turn on HBO and watch freaking boxers go at it. Ultimate Fighter's free on Spike TV, man. Watch that if you need the violence. It's just a terrible thing, man. I mean, we've covered relationship violence, kids going around with cameras with violence, school violence, bullying violence. Verbal violence is another thing, man. Words don't hit as hard as a fist, but they can hurt. What do you get out of making someone hurt by verbally assaulting them, man? So what if someone's fat? You think they're happy with that? So what if someone has glasses on? You think they're happy with that? So what if someone's got some jacked up teeth? You think they're happy with that, man? Only things in this world you can handle is your hygiene and the way you dress. Unless you're poor. But then you can make the best with what you got. But if someone has a physical appearance that they can't control, why knock them on it, man? You think they don't see it enough in the mirror? Please stop, man. I'm begging you. If you're watching this video and you've hurt someone in your lifetime, think about what it was that you did to that person and if it was truly worth it. 9 out of 10 times, I bet you it's not. Alright, I'm going to try to bring this up a little bit, make it a little more happy, and tell you what I'm going to do next. I did a little fade video before this one. A lot of people seemed to like it. They thought it was pretty cool, you know. I mean, I liked it. It was cool, you know. It was something a little different. But that's about as fancy as I can get with Windows Movie Maker. I'm trying to learn Adobe Premiere. A lot of people tell me, you know, Movie Maker's this stuff. Yeah, it's free, it's nice, but I want to do like a little something. Just add some flavor to my videos so people can see a little something different from me. But also, I'm looking to buy myself. I used to use my Nikon Coolpix 5000 to film my videos before I got this Logitech. But I want to get a camera that I can hold and I can go out and about and Digital Soul can interact with people, man, so I can see someone on the street and say something to them. Because my favorite thing in the world would be to toss in a room 100 people that I don't know so I can meet each and every one of them and they would know me by the time I left. Because I love meeting people. I'm very outgoing, man. I've always been that way. Love meeting new people. I love when you guys PM me. Love when you subscribe to me and then you hit me with a PM and I'm like, hey, what's up? And they're like, how you doing? And we can exchange words and get to know each other. I love that sort of thing. But getting back to it, I want to get a little camera. Something digital, you know, so I plug a little memory stick into it and I can go out and I can film myself out in the world and see what's going on, because I see so many people doing this. You might be happy with seeing me sit here in this little cube or in my chair or up at my desk, but there's so much more to me that I want to share with you guys. You know, I got a family that maybe one day I might pull into the mix. I got work that I might pull into this mix. But there's so many different things that I'd like to do that I want to share with you all. You bothered to come. You bothered to let me waste your time. Who am I to not make it worth it? You know what I'm saying? I had a little music in the beginning. I'm trying a little something different. I saw Boheem talk about copyrighted material, and I realized that I'm using it too. So I made a little something. He had a little keyboard. I got a real big keyboard, and I got some signs and stuff. So I just threw a little something together. Maybe I might use it, I might not. But if you heard it in the beginning of this, that means I chose to try it out and use it. But that's about it for this one, man. This is Digital Soul. Stop the violence, man. And you'll be seeing me, and I'll be watching you. Alright? See you when I see it. Peace.